And we're back. Oh, we got a name. This is The Chicken with Mile.
And Chantal.
And welcome to episode, I think it's 6.
Yeah, we're like on episode 5 or 6.
I'll put 7. I don't remember. I know I'm just going along with these. You know what I mean? But happy 915 day from yesterday, of course.
Happy 915 El Paso.
Whoever didn't wear 915, shout out to Blackbird for giving out 100 shirts out in downtown. That was fucking badass. You know what I mean? Also today, Mexican Independence, right?
Yeah, happy Mexican Independence.
Hell yeah. I saw that all over Instagram. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
So what do you got on the menu today? Tell me.
On the menu. Okay, well, first shout out to my mom. Happy birthday. Today's her birthday too. Had to throw that in there like we're a radio station.
Hell yeah. I love that.
So I wanted to start off with actually just some fun rapid fire, like any check-in. Just do a little warm up.
Let's do it.
So we're just gonna shoot. Ready?
Show me one. Let's go.
Okay. Leg day or chest day?
Today will be hamstring day.
Okay.
I was supposed to pick one, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm very calculative now. So what I learned, no. But what I learned to do now, right?
Yeah.
I don't have a favorite day.
Okay.
I go off the plan.
Okay.
Because then I start looking forward to that day and I start half-assing this shit.
Fair.
See what I mean? So
Fair.
leg day or, what'd you say? Leg day or back day?
So if you had to pick between either doing legs or chest,
You would think I'm a big chest guy, right? I'm not. That was my worst lift.
really?
When I started, yeah, that was my worst lift.
I always thought you were a leg guy.
No, chest. A leg guy?
So you're choosing chest.
No. No, people think I would choose chest.
Really?
But that was my worst lift when I started.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I started from like the bottom on chest day. That's why I tell people when I reach 440 pound, 450
Yeah.
bench, never in a million years. Never. Funny story, one story, real quick one, okay?
No, tell me.
So in the Marine Corps, right, there's a guy next to me.
Okay.
I can't pronounce his name because he was Italian. Big, like this. I watch him bench every day. He's like 400 pounds, right?
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to do that too. Like, so one day we finally talked because he needed some cleaning supplies, right?
Yeah.
So I tell him, so how'd you get your bench so big? Oh, I just go in there, do chest. I'm like, okay. Don't explain nothing to me. And I tell him, how long do you think it'll take me to get there? Well, if you're consistent, about a year. He was lying to me. That did not fucking happen. That did not fucking happen. Anyway, look, move on.
Chest day.
What was
We'll
yours?
talk about the Marines. Oh, between leg or chest, I'm gonna choose legs. I'm gonna
Oh,
always
you're female.
choose legs.
Most females choose. Well,
Yeah,
no, I'll
I
take
mean-
that back. There was 2 in here that didn't like legs.
It
Yeah,
depends.
that was rare. That was rare.
Yeah, I do like chest, but if I have to pick, it's gonna be legs any day. Any day.
Well, quick story again. 20 years ago, I get to girl to do chest. Never happened. It'll be so hard to happen. And now I have girls that like chest. That's kind of weird.
Well, my thing now is actually shoulders. I
Really?
like doing shoulders. Like I feel like I've been pushing you to. I'm like shoulders,
Yeah, I
shoulders.
know.
Let's do shoulders.
I've noticed that already. All right, second question.
Okay. So next one. Okay, would you rather have your stage tan forever or prep diet forever?
My what stage plan forever?
So either you're tan for the rest of your life or your prep diet.
What
for the
color
rest of
am
your
I?
life.
Thank you. You know, I hate being this color because it is hard to find
Yeah.
good lighting.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. It's hard. It's impossible. You know what I mean? That's why I use the sun so much here. You know what I mean?
Now, remember, keeping the tan comes with you can't shower.
Oh, that too. But I mean, but
So tan it is.
yeah, but it's like after the show, I wear it on purpose the next 3 weeks.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, because I can see all the cuts still. You know what I mean?
That's true. I think like a lot of people shy away from the tan, and the tan is what like makes.
Oh, that blings everything out.
Yeah.
That's
There you
why
go, it's the
Yeah,
bling.
that's why I don't try to scrape it off. I still shower and everything, but a lot of people try to rub it off.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't do that. You'll push it into your pores. Trust me.
Yeah, I learned that. I learned that, especially with all the coats I had. Okay, would you rather have a gym with no mirrors or gym with no music?
I've been through both.
That was tough.
I've been through both. Like, I was in North Carolina. They're renovating the gym, so they had all the equipment in one room. No radio, no mirrors. That was interesting. We still got it done,
Yeah.
but that was interesting. You know what I
I'm
mean?
okay without music.
Well, then again, too, because when I finally got to my duty station, they were fixing the electricity in the gym. So for like a whole month, no music
Or power.
or power. Yeah, it was weird.
Or AC.
Yeah, that
You're
too.
just in a hot
So yeah,
box.
I've been struggling my whole life, as you can tell. But that's a good question. But the mirrors I like, but I don't like. The music doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
No, I don't. You guys
Yeah.
be playing whatever. I don't really don't care.
So would you prefer the mirrors?
I don't know. That's a hard one.
Yeah.
That's a hard one because I've been through both. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
I'm
I
gonna-
was forced to learn both. How's that?
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna go gym with no music. I'm cool with no music.
Yeah, well, yeah. That I
Yeah.
see that. So
Okay. Would you rather skip leg day forever or eat chicken and rice for the rest of your life?
I'm already eating chicken and rice for the rest of my life. So. I'm at that age already. Sorry, for a lot of you, yeah. You get
Okay.
to this age and you'll be like, well, can't eat that. I know what's gonna happen if I eat that. Well, you get to the point where
Right.
you know what's gonna happen when I eat that. So it's like, do I really want to eat that? It's like I tell you, I love Takis. If I eat Takis,
Yeah.
I'll fuck my life up. But I
Right.
love Takis. You know what I mean?
Okay, so when it comes, okay, would you rather eat Takis or would you rather eat the roofless queso flavor?
Well, like I said, I can't eat Takis, but
But if you had to destroy yourself in one way or
oh,
another.
it'll be Takis. Come on, I
Really?
love Takis.
Okay, Takis. Okay.
It takes me a whole week to eat a whole bag. We'll just say that. The little one, not the big one.
Okay.
It's like 3 a day. 3 a day.
3 a day?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's that
Yeah,
bad.
so yeah, that'll kill me right there.
Yeah. No, I think after like you get used to the prep diet, yeah, your digestive system goes crazy. Like
Oh, yeah.
when you put anything else in it.
Yeah, but then you get to our age where we have to be kind of like dieting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy though.
It's like it just becomes your lifestyle at that point.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Would you? Okay. I have 3 more.
All right, shoot me.
Okay. Would you rather retire with 1 Olympia win or compete forever but never win a big title?
I think I'm 2. I don't think I'll ever win Olympia. But say if I was in that case, I think that 1 Olympia will make you great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just look at Sean Roden, 1 Olympia.
Yeah.
We still remember that one, especially because of an upset. But I think I'm 2.
It's okay. I'm starting to.
Well, let me say this way to you, right? Been in the game for 19 years, right?
Right.
I went from like not seeing it possible to maybe it could be possible, right? I just saw my friend turn pro, but I already knew he was gonna go pro
Yeah.
because, like I told him, like I saw you do preps and sometimes you're working in the way, so you never really had that full. So when you finally had that full, fucking nailed it. Oh my god,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Me, I think I was like the how can I say diamond in the rough.
Right.
That's what I call myself because those plans were not in the beginning when I started training, not even bodybuilding training yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
Then when I started bodybuilding training, I mean, I saw what I was missing, and I saw like the other guys. So, because a lot of guys, you gotta admit, sometimes genetics is just crazy. You look at these guys, you're like, wow. So for me, it's like, it might happen, it might not happen. I don't know, but can I live with the fact of it not happening? That's what I used to ask myself all the time. Like
And-
with this comeback I made, I'm like, can I live with the fact if it doesn't happen? So I go, all right, give myself 5 years. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. You know what I mean? Can I live with that?
Right.
You know what I mean? But with me, it's like, I just like the challenge of it trying. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, what was just building on that, like, what was your response? Or is that a question you answer daily? Like,
You have to. You have to, and after a show. And leading to a show, because sometimes once you go up the ranks, the regional shows, right? What they at this age I learned, I beat young guys this time. See what I mean? Before I wouldn't beat the older guys. See what I mean?
yeah.
So, but when you go to a national show, you got to think this way. I'll be like, okay, the goal, get in the top 5 first.
Okay.
Once you're in the top 5, you're in the mix. Let's see how it goes. You know what I mean? Then if you make it top 2, you go pro. Some people go pro on the first try.
Yeah.
See what I mean? But you take where you sit, get the critique and work your way there. But don't consider it a loss. See what I mean?
Yeah, but I almost feel like, and this is no like shade or hate to anyone who goes pro the first time. From my experiences and what I'm learning is like maybe going pro at the very beginning isn't always the best thing for someone.
But no, but it's someone that got you there.
It's someone
Like
that,
say I saw you at the gym,
Mm-hmm.
and I pictured in my head that person go pro.
okay.
See what I mean? So a lot of them when they go pro, they just have the right plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to think of it that way, and the
Yeah.
right support system. See what I mean? So that's why I never hate on them, because a lot of the backstories you read, and you see, okay, some were the build up, and some were like, okay, short range, but that short range, that people, they had the right people behind them. See
Yeah.
what I mean?
So I'm almost
So-
hearing you say going pro the first time doesn't mean it's your first show. It could be a 20-year overnight success almost.
20, or it could be like, say, you were working in Odessa, all you did was work, but you worked out the whole time.
Right.
You never thought about competing, about doing anything. See what I mean? Or
Yeah.
see, you never thought about bodybuilding. It didn't interest you. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But you love to work out.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Because there's a lot of stories like that. Or you have people they were in the Marine Corps, or say in the military for 20 years. It's hard to compete in there. So, but you work those 20 years, and there's a lot of them like that. They retire, come out, and they start going up the ranks, going pro right away. You know what I mean? But it's
Yeah.
like I told you, you always look at the backstory. You know what
The
I'm saying? That's
backstory.
what I always tell people. So, because some people, don't get me wrong, there's a phenoms out there at 21, 22, and you're just like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Right. They're like animals.
I wish I don't know the kid was the one we saw at the Johnny Jackson, but he blew my mind. He was just Jesus Christ. He looked very good.
Yeah.
I should have got his name, but I didn't get his name. But yeah, shout out to him.
Yeah.
Like,
Fans. So, well, speaking on that, I have a question since we're talking about backstories here. And going into yours, right? Like, what's been your lowest point in your bodybuilding career?
the beginning.
Yeah. Is that
Well,
when
yeah,
you
it's 'cause-
questioned if it was even worth it, or how
Well,
you?
it's not even that. It's
what
like
happened?
the worst and best thing happened. I got first place. Not here. I went to San Antonio when it was just bodybuilding. There was 20 of us, and I looked at the 20 and I'm just like, well, I was so nervous. I was worried about fucking up on stage. So
Yeah.
I really didn't care who was. I didn't honestly. I didn't. When I go to shows, I really don't care who's next to me. I don't. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to figure. I got to make sure I do my thing on the stage. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because if I don't do that, I'm not gonna get looked at. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna show my best points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but the lowest point came after that because I guess I got too comfortable. You know what I mean? So then I needed someone to push me over or tell me step back.
Yeah.
Step back, take your time, instead of doing show after show after show after show,
Yeah.
and didn't like the results. You know what I mean?
Right.
But I think after my first show, that's when I hit my lowest point because the next four didn't go as planned. Did not go as planned. You know what I mean? So, and that's when I tell most kids, like, if you feel like you need to take a step back, take a step back. It's okay. Do something I didn't do. I wish someone would have told me that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But because of that, that brought so much. So then you start trying other things, and maybe you're just not there yet. You know what I mean? But that was probably my lowest point. That's between 32, 34. No, 33, 33.
Yeah.
And that's why I went into strongman. I needed something to change my mind. You know what I mean? Get my confidence back. You know what I mean?
No, I hear you. And like just listening to you say that, right? Because there's such a high in doing like back to back to back shows because also there's
The way you
And-
look.
the way you look, but also avoiding what happens when you stop a show and you're not mentally ready, right?
Well, it's because you do this show. Say you win. You're at this high right here right now.
Yeah.
I prefer you guys write it for the next 6-8 months and build on top of that.
What does writing look like? Can you tell me more about that?
Oh, simple. It's like you're in a high right now, especially if you get an overall. Like you're here. You're right here. So now, guess what? Guess what's next? Expectations.
Right.
Now in your head, you think you're supposed to be right there all the time, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's write that. Let's train even harder trying to beat that look.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But don't try to jump into a show right away. You know what I mean? But say like your plan was to do that show and go to nationals, then go ahead and do that. I can see that. But if you're barely starting off, I'll tell you, take a step back, enjoy the ride, pick another show, because the more time you take from there to there, you will be better.
Yeah.
Because you'll take the off season, 4 or 5 months, grow a little bit, don't let the stomach get out of control. You know what I mean? Then work your way into that show, and I bet you $5 you'll do way better.
You're only gonna bet me $5. That's
Well,
it. That's
It's a new age thing, right? show you all that. I'm sorry. $100. There you go.
There we go.
I think I can buy something for $100.
Yeah, no, the like going into like that off-season question, I think like there's a maturity that happens. At least I feel like I'm starting to baby step into that.
Yeah.
That maturing is putting a pause and really like exploring more of off-season, because again, like you have to build, and like you mentioned last time we talked about this
Yeah.
with Holly and others, is like you can't build in prep. Prep
Well-
is like the shred, right?
Well, it's hard. There's instances, okay? Like I tell people, don't get me wrong. I've seen it done. I think Israel, their body language. I think that year he went pro, I think in the beginning he was riding bikes out there in the desert. You know what I mean? He was doing this and that. Then next thing I know, he went to prep. Then next thing you know, he went pro. But very few instances, you know what I mean? But
Right.
him, I could tell you the first time I met him, I was just like, Jesus Christ, he looked like one of those.
Right. But for like the average individual who's like online and they see this is like trending and they're like, man, like I don't know if I should do it.
Yeah, but that's where the guidance comes in. Don't afraid to reach out to people.
Yeah.
Ask for guidance. I'll even like say, I'm pretty sure Mike does it. I'm pretty sure I'll do it. Like if you come in and you ask me a few questions and you ask my opinion, I'll give you my opinion. You know what I mean? I'll tell you straight out, like, hey, I say wait a little bit, grow your legs a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I've had people come in to me before they go to nationals, and they'll ask me like, how do you think I would do? I'm like, well, gonna put on the shorts and see. First thing I'm gonna look at is your hamstring and your glutes. If you don't have those, don't even go over there.
Yeah.
Those guys are it's another level, just another level right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
And nationals really is underestimated by many. I think so.
I think it is, but it's a good thing to experience too.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it just like it goes back to the guidance. You need someone to tell you like, hey, I suggest you build a little bit before you even dare go up there. You know what I mean? So
Well, you've done so many shows, and you know, I say this from a place of like guidance, and this is me asking for guidance. How have you learned to just navigate like losing well? I think losing is so frowned upon, but it's like in this sport it's different. Yeah.
So I was not a Kobe fan. I was not a Jordan fan. I was a Magic Johnson fan.
Yeah.
So when he got out of the picture, I had no one to cheer for. See what I mean? So then Kobe came around, and you know what I mean? Couldn't gravitate to him. You know what I mean? But when I read the book, that's what caught me. Because he talks about losing. No one ever talks about losing.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about winning. Oh, I did this to it. I did that to it. But what do you do when you lose?
Right.
See what I mean? And that's why when he talks about the process, if you see the ones that are winning, even like Mike when he came to a few weeks ago, he talked about the process.
Yeah.
This process hasn't changed since he turned pro. Has not changed. You know what I mean? If you look at all the greats, they talk about that. Like they always tell you, find a routine, stick to it no matter what. You know what I mean? So the process for me, it's like that's why I teach everybody. Win or lose, something didn't go right. You know what I mean? Like when everyone asks me what I tell you, I fucked up my routine up there, and everyone's like, "You did?" I'm like, "Yeah." So
And no one else could tell.
no,
but
I
you
could
knew.
tell, but I could tell you straight out, I fucked up there. Or on a few poses, I was off a little bit. Then I saw the back poses, I'm like, okay, I did that one wrong. See what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I didn't control my breathing right. There's always something wrong you can work on. You know what I mean? Win or lose. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the journey still continues after that. See what I mean? That's if this was your one show, I'm done, one and done. You know what I mean? But have you ever done something and felt like you could have done better?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh yeah, all the time. It's like my last powerlifting meet. When I finished it, it's not what I wanted, you know what I mean? But I could sit there and be like, okay, this was my last one. I can live with that. You know what I mean? I was unscathed. I made it through. My numbers are still pretty good, you know what I mean? Especially at my age. So I can walk away here. If this was the last one, I can walk away here. Not to say I walked away okay, but you know what I mean? But that's what I'm saying. But it's because it's a lot of mental thing you're going to work with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because even the process of this, because you're dieting, doing this, your perception of what you look like, it's not really sometimes your reality, you know what I mean?
That's a big one.
Yeah.
That is.
So always remember that, you know what I mean? And that's why I always tell people, don't look at this, don't look any of that. You need to find you.
Yeah.
You really need to find you. You need to find where your flaws are at. And we need to work off of that, see what I mean? So,
No, that's really good. I mean, yes, it's a physical sport, but also the
Oh,
the
bodybuilding is the
mindset
worst.
and the psychology of it, the dysmorphia.
But think of it this way: bodybuilding is the worst. Because you can get right a high. Next year you go to a show, get third.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there like, what went wrong?
It hurts. It hurts.
It hurts. But the thing is, show
Yeah.
to show, you don't know who's showing up.
Right.
Know what I mean?
And that's what you mentioned about like, your personal perception versus reality. Just even to share a little bit of me, like I was, and again, we've talked about this, but
Yeah.
I kind of sat there and I was like, well, when is my next show going to be? But then I had to pause and again, be real, like, no, like this was just I chose this past show, Johnny Jackson, as an experience. Let me actually build and see what that looks like versus like just trying to chase a dopamine high once again.
But what do you
Because
call it
that's
now?
what I got.
Be a professional.
Yeah.
That's one thing my coach taught me, how to be a professional. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes the most uncomfortable thing in the world, because you come off and you're like, hey, fuck yeah, right? You
Right.
want to take all these crazy pictures, but then here comes the off season. You get off the gear, you start building up instead of going down. So guess what? It's all coming, you're going back to normal, but you don't like it.
Yeah.
Whatever you saw on stage, that's not normal. That's what I
Yeah.
tell people. You're not going to hold that too long. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So enjoy right there, take a few pics, and be like, all right, off season time.
Yeah.
And that's why I like a lot of when we start wearing the loose clothes, I'm like, okay, we're back to work.
I feel you. I think I'm by the end of the week I'll be wearing the oversized clothes.
Yeah.
So, bodybuilding, it gets criticized for being like really extreme, whether it's a diet, whether it's a substance use or like the body image. But what's one stereotype about the sport that you secretly think actually has some truth to it?
It's kind of hard to say that because you got to remember one thing. How long has low carb diet's been around? Since the 50s.
Yeah.
How long has that been now?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you really think about it, well, how all these programs coming about? Where are they coming from? All the research we did in bodybuilding. See what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the backlash we get is when people go to the extreme to win, which I don't blame you. You're trying to win, you know what I mean? But they get sick, something bad happens, you know what I mean? But it's just, we're all human. We have our flaws. All of us do, you know what I mean? Sometimes we don't know because we don't check ourselves, you know, but we don't know that about that. I mean, I come from the era where we're blind to the whole thing, you know what I mean? Now this era, what I like, this generation, they're lucky because they get to this information is already out. You don't got to research it. You don't got to do nothing. You can hire someone that'll tell you what to do. So that, I don't think it's a bad thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think you got to be careful what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because now I tell people, all the low carb diets, all the performance things going on, they came from bodybuilding.
Yeah.
They came from all that research in the last 50 years that we did on ourselves, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That I learned from them, you know what I mean? You think about it, see what I mean?
Yeah, no, you definitely came from the era of discovery that then provided the knowledge to the new era. And now it's just, getting that knowledge and guidance from someone who's experienced.
Yeah, I recommend it a lot. Don't get me wrong, but I say just don't be afraid to ask. You know what I mean? Even like one hour talk, you know what I mean? Like, here, I'll pay $20, 1 hour, tell me, boom, lay it out to me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Someone will do that. I would do that. I mean, pay me $50 in 1
You
hour.
heard it here. You said he
Well, I'm
would
just
do that.
saying. Trust me. No, I'm just being honest. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you need that. Business is the same way.
Yeah.
If you want to talk to the top investors in the world, well,
It
they'll
costs-
talk to you, but it's going to cost you money.
It is.
See what I mean?
No, it absolutely will. So, with all this knowledge and availability, like, where do you just see some of your clients kind of like failing? Like, what's getting in their way when they try to step into this game?
But it's like when you guys walk in, right? Then you see a girl that's doing it. Then you say, I want to do that. Then you ask. You don't ask the right questions. My first question, how long has she been training here? You know what I mean? How long did it take her to look like that? You know what I mean? I guess what the problem is with a lot of people, instant gratification.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had a client earlier. She came to me about 5 weeks out. She wanted to do the Johnny Jackson. I told her straight out, you're not ready. You're going to get smashed. And I'm not even lying. She went to a show, realized, okay, you're right. We tried to plan for November show. Then I told her, you know what? Your body's barely changing right now, barely. So it wouldn't be a good idea to start going into a deficit when you're actually starting to improve. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think with you guys, it's just having an open mind. No, don't get me wrong. The goals I love when you come with sometimes, but I think sometimes you gotta be like, okay, let's be realistic. I don't know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but that's why I love this show coming here. It opened everyone's eyes up because there's a lot of people that are gonna jump in, just jump in.
Right, and just go gung ho.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, shit, okay, I'm not ready. See what I mean?
Okay. So I do have a question. When people look at you, they see discipline, they see muscle, they see like your legacy. But what's something personal that you've had to sacrifice for bodybuilding that most people wouldn't know?
Time. That's probably the one thing I wish I had. You know what I mean? Like, I give Erica a lot of credit. I see you guys more than I see her. But what I like about her, she joins along. You know what I mean? But I think that's what, like, my only regret right now is that time. How much time it takes away from me. You know what I mean? Especially when I'm chasing something. You know what I mean? It takes her a lot of time. But that's when, like, you have a partner that understands that.
Yeah.
But anybody will tell you time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's very hard, especially with your family.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I'm more of a family person. You know what I mean? I don't really go out. So
Right.
I go more to family events. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to miss theirs. You know what I mean? And I try my best to see my clients and all that. And, like, I try around my time. You know what I mean? So, but the main thing, like I tell them, remember I have a family too. So I have
Yeah.
to support them first before I go out to you guys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Exactly. No, it is a sacrifice because you do miss out on like those family events, and like what I'm hearing is you've prioritized that. And
Yeah.
also with your partner, like Erica, like to have a partner
Oh,
that's that
yeah.
supportive,
Yeah.
right by your side.
well, it's like the hardest thing to find is loyalty. You know what I mean? I'm not around half the time, so guess what? Yeah, anytime do what the fuck you want.
Right.
But she chooses to be around me. And I think that's what I needed this whole time. You know what I mean? I didn't get that before, maybe because, I'm probably shy about it, but I think that's what I needed. I needed someone that's just like, just there with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead, it's because I don't want to tell you what to do. Like tell you to diet, tell you to work out. I'm already showing you what to do. And I think she watches that every day. And now she's like, hey, I want to do this. I want to work out with you. I'm never going to tell you no. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
Anybody wants to work out with me, I'm not going to tell you no. I'm just be like, jump in. You know what I mean? So, and that's what I like now. That's where we're at in our relationship now. Now we work out together.
Yeah.
It's looking crazy, but
Yeah. It's. I think it's something special when your partner joins in.
I never experienced that. That's like a new experience for me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm glad she did that. I was trying to hint it to her on some of the YouTube videos out there. I think she probably caught on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
And like I said, now like, you said this is a new experience for you. I guess taking it like a few years back, we've touched on this before, but was there ever like a moment in your career where you were just around all the wrong people and it influenced you down the wrong path in bodybuilding?
I learned to be myself a long time ago. 'Cause I was always by myself. Friends and all that, I had a few, not a lot. Trust me, I wasn't that popular kid. My brother was a popular one, not me. You know what I mean? So I learned to have like knowing where I'm going. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I had to go through I went through a bad time. You know what I mean? Then when that first opportunity came, I got it. Then after that, I was like, all right, this is the goal here. Keep going here. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say bad influence I was around. You know what I mean? They're just my friends. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. They're
No.
not bad influence. They're
no,
just
really
my
not,
boys.
because they were themselves. I was me.
Right.
At the end of the day, you have to be you. You know what I mean? That's why I tell people. If you learn to be you, you know where to go. You know what's bad. See what I mean?
Yeah.
And sometimes, believe it or not, you being the good one, you're the one that helps everyone out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I was fortunate to be that guy. You know what I mean? I helped a lot of people out. So, but always remember who you are. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna judge you for who you are, to be honest with you. That's what gets you going. That's what gets you going. But now it's like that. My generation that's getting older and older. All those bad habits are catching up. And now, guess what? I'm helping them again. See what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
No, that's really good. I'm thinking, yeah, as far as you've known a few versions of me,
oh yeah.
and I've
Well,
never
the stubborn
felt-
one was the first one I met.
Yeah, you met the stubborn version of me, and I still kind of can be, but I think
Well, see what I mean though? You're gonna get people that come in like that. It's just you don't know.
yeah,
So that's why I didn't really get mad. I just, you're gonna find out.
right.
You know what I mean? And the prep's gonna teach you everything. I don't gotta say anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it does. The prep teaches you everything, and it all starts with making a choice
exactly.
every single day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sometimes painful, but I think it's definitely always worth it. So, I do have 2 more rapid fire questions.
Go for it. Shoot.
In-N-Out or Whataburger?
That's like the universal question, girl.
I gotta
That's
ask.
almost like Tupac and Biggie. You know what I
I
mean?
gotta.
Well, it's because I'll be honest with you. I've been traveling since 2013. I've been eating In-N-Out since then. Know what I mean? So, to me, it's just
It's basic.
Whataburger's like, Know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's just there's not really one I'll tell you I gotta have. Know what I mean?
None or the other.
Know
Okay.
what I mean? So yeah, I can't. I don't know.
Neither or.
I go
okay.
there because she tells me In-N-Out, like fuck it, In-N-Out, whatever.
Then that's where you're going. That's a good answer. Wherever Erica wants to go.
Yeah.
So
Oh, you know what? Take that back. You know which I do love?
White Castle.
Steak and Shake.
What is it called? Steak and Shake?
Yeah.
Is that California?
Actually, it's in Odessa.
Oh, that's okay now. You know what I thought you said? Shaken. I forgot the name of it. It's a chicken place.
Oh no.
No.
Steak and Shake. So, I think that's what his name is. I forgot the fucking name, but I think that's what it is though.
Yeah.
But I first saw it on a commercial. Then I tried it in 2014. Yeah, yeah.
2014.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Steak and Shake?
Yeah.
Odessa. Noted. So let me ask you, and this is kind of like a kind of corny question here, okay?
This should
But if your muscles could talk,
Oh,
what
God.
would they say about you?
be good. F you. You're talking about a person that really pushes something to the extreme. You know that, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I do.
Well, it's because you guys see a watered down version of myself. Back in my real glory days, it was, yeah. I wish I had video of those days, but we don't, of course. But I just have pictures, so it's like, you know what I mean? But that, I really pushed myself in those days, like really hard. But I mean, you're talking about squats, 15 reps up, plate by plate. You know what I mean? Rows, same thing. T-bar rows up to like 10 plates, 11 plates. But that was the people I was around, you know what I mean?
Right.
They gave me a good push, you know what I mean? So,
That's like the classic bodybuilding.
Yeah,
That's the original.
yeah. That's why I say they weren't really a bad influence.
Right.
We're just trying to take each other out.
Just extreme.
And
Just
that's
trying
what-
to fight each
so
other.
when you
to
see
the
me
death.
talking shit, that's where it all comes from. From that SF days, trust me.
From that and the Marines, you said you were in the
Oh,
Marines.
it's even worse. That was even worse.
And now we're here.
Yeah, crazy. Fucking crazy though.
So if for whatever reason bodybuilding ended tomorrow, couldn't
No,
do it
say that.
anymore.
No, I accepted that fact. I told you.
Yeah.
I sat down. I talked to myself. I gave myself a time period. And if I go past that time period, I am wrong. Especially as a mentor, I am wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I have to show, you know what I mean? I'm mature enough to say, okay, this is it right here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can't be going show to show to show. You know what I mean? Then I have to live with the fact that what if? Yeah, I have to live with that. But I'm pretty sure if I didn't do it tomorrow, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I pretty much did the impossible, to be honest with you. I wasn't considered the top guy in El Paso. Never was. You know what I mean? There was a guy way bigger than me. You know what I mean? I was just trying to jump in and trying to keep up with everybody. You know what I mean? Same thing in powerlifting. People don't understand powerlifting. That was never in my radar. The same thing with bodybuilding. Never in my radar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Strongman was never in my radar. None of those three things were in my radar. Only thing in my radar was personal training. That's it.
Personal training.
Yeah, everything else came along after that. So to me, that was just the frosting, the confetti, the
Yeah.
fucking cherry, and the filling in the middle.
And it became
Yeah, this right here.
Yeah.
This here. This is more filling than I was just thinking about personal training, trying to make it in that. You know what I mean? That's why in bodybuilding, I can tell you if it ended tomorrow, I'll be all right. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Powerlifting, I can 22 records, 16 records, some shit like that. You know what I mean? Overall, stuff like that. Been a nationals, been a worlds. So I can't really, there's nothing for me to bitch about there. Strongman, same thing. I've gone to nationals. I've got a first in Oklahoma, not Texas.
Yeah.
See what I mean? I've been as far as Oregon. So,
It's about the journey.
yeah, but the thing is, I wasn't scared enough to get myself out there. You know what I mean? And that's when I was about 29, 28. That's when I was like, it's time for us to go outside. Let's test ourselves, like literally test myself against the best, know what I mean? And if I lose, cool. Not like I was a favored one, know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Nice. Well, thank you so much, Mayo.
Yeah.
That was really good. So okay, what else would you be doing? Let's just pretend in a world.
if it ended,
Yeah. Like the world just shut it down for everyone, and then it's like you got to pick something else.
I don't know.
Would you be on that lake?
That's all I think about now. I told you that story. Yeah, I'll be at that lake.
It would be the
Be at
lake.
lake trying to fish. No, not really. What is that? I didn't know the movie. Where that guy just goes, he didn't have nothing on the thing, he just throwing it out
He
there.
just flicks
He lifted it out there, brings it back up. There's nothing on there. No, I'm just,
Just chilling.
just chilling.
Nice.
So is that it for me?
That's all I have for today.
So what do you think for our next episode? You know what I mean?
Next episode, I'm thinking.
You know what's funny? I barely realize that now. How many couples are working out now?
Oh, I've seen quite a few couples in here. I've seen a few.
Like you have
couples.
Brandon and his wife. You have Lena and Bravo now.
Mhm.
You have me and Erica. See what I mean? You have Mike and
Yeah.
Emmy. You have Mike and
Yeah.
Emmy. So I don't know. Maybe a couple? I
Yeah.
think so. I got to pick one though, but
One
two.
couple. One or two couples would be good. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
you know what I mean?
fun.
I think that's the next trend coming up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a good trend. You know what I mean?
I think so.
Oh yeah, big
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I
So-
think that, yeah, like once the couples kind of sync up.
Well, it's because it's gonna open up eyes. Trust me. You know what I mean? How's that saying go? Behind one great man's always a loyal woman. Something like that.
And then a woman comes in and says, she's not behind you, she's right next to you.
There you go. I was waiting for that.
I'm like, don't test me.
Well, no, but that's what Erica did. See,
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to explain to you.
She moved right next
She was
to
like,
you.
she was over there now. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna sit right
I'm
there.
gonna join you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See?
No.
No.
It's a good one. So that would be a good next episode to
Yeah.
talk about.
So I'm Mayo,
And I'm Chantal.
and we are the Check-In, and we'll see you on the next one.
Nice.
See how you light up so much, fucker?